There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Utah Utes. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are. And now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Finds a tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to swing it on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now on the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
That's caught. It's Kearney. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Looking for space. It's Moulton. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Adams. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Young. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated.
Oh, he's gonna try to hit him over the top. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This possession from their own 20. They want to run it left here. There he goes. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. The short hands, it's Brink. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. after the break, they'll go back to work. This time they'll go to the running game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
They'll run it from the gun.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to run for it. They got zero push up front, and they stop him in the backfield. And the Utes come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Bray. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time and late in the season. And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Makes it past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that there. I know that.
Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's fourth down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Fires to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
You start with this kind of field position. If you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. Third down, trying to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the one on fourth down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Finds him out of the backfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They get to him as he throws.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to go up top in times running out in the half. Working that left side. Wide open spaces. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the offense will stay out there with a mere 3 ticks remaining here in the first half. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and we failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Utah! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the left side. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Right back to the well. Creates a little room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Takes the easy completion. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle it.
And the defense gets home with the pressure and knocking down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got his man in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Utes want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the hurry up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Kearney. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quarterback extends the play. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's a really nice job by this defense. Second down and super short, probably expecting some kind of run, but stayed disciplined, played the pass, did a great job in the secondary, got the sack, and made this third down a lot.
He's loose. Inside the 30. Smashes through the tackle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the tight end. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Time to take a shot. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Utah, 14.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
Let's go.
Looking for a man, it's Russell. The quick out. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Williams. Creates a little space. Got the first down and more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dances away to buy time. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wide receiver going in motion. Fires toward the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defense playing pass all the way. They understand the situation.